Hello and welcome to Failsafe Fitness Podcast, Season 2, Episode number 23. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Michael Joshua. I am the owner of Failsafe Fitness Limited. I also am the lead programmer as well. As I said before in many of my podcasts, I am a strength and conditioning coach, personal trainer, massage therapist, kinesiologist, and as of 2023 putting all those things into the golf performance space, trying to deliver a service similar to Titleist TPI, making sure that everybody out there is fit, flexible, and enjoying better golf. This again is going to be quite a short podcast this week. It's been an interesting week. Thank you very much to the people who signed up for the promotion on the personal training. Thank you very much. That personal training offer is still continuing. So if you do want 10 personal training sessions, that is an hour each. 10 sessions for £150. There's a 25% discount to my normal sessions. So if you've been away on holiday, you've eaten too much pizza, you drunk too many beers, and you want to get back to being yourself for Christmas, then please get in touch. That's the promo of PT10. So please mention promo PT10 if you get in touch via email or on the phone, and we can do that discount for you. Cracking straight into the show, wife surgery was last week. It was pretty successful, even though she was told afterwards that she does have a arthritic degeneration in the right knee. So we are going to have to work hard over the next few months and over the winter to build some muscle up and around that knee without stressing it out too much, because obviously she has some degeneration, but if we can build muscle in and around that knee, hopefully we can keep her golfing and keep her fit for much longer. As I say, I've had a response from that PT promo. I've picked up 2 or 3 clients. Thank you very much. They're going very well. Testing has gone, I think, surprised a few people in the way I do things in terms of testing. It's quite comprehensive. Golf clients are very happy. We've got one that gained about 15 yards this week on their driver, but that's because they went from slicing it 70 or 80 yards left, because they're left-handed, so they were slicing 70 yards left. We've managed to cut that down to about a 25-30 yard baby fade, compared to the 70 yard slice, which has also put 15 yards on their distance. And this is all the thing with golf. I think if you can hit the ball reasonably straight, like little draw, little fade, and not have these massive curvatures, then you do definitely see distance go up. Personally, myself, I've been struggling. I've lost a little bit of weight. I'm quite happy now. I was in and around 112, 113 kilo just a couple of months ago, and now I am 110 tip. So I know, food prices are rocketing and we're having to save here and there. But if you do want to lose some calories, one of the best ways you can do that is by picking leaner meats. Now, I know I'm a biggest fan as anybody of a lasagna. But you look at some mince meats that are on the market, they can be up to 20% fat. So by choosing, 15%, 10%, 5%, unfortunately, the lower percentage of fat, the more expensive it is. But it is a quick and easy way of reducing your calorific intake if you can eat leaner meat. I've even taken to the process of using turkey mince rather than beef mince to have my meals. So picking leaner meats off the shelf is going to be more expensive, but it is, if you can afford it, a great way of cutting calories. It's a stupid tip, but it's a simple tip. That easy. Moving into the exercise space. Now, last week I did a rest pause exercise. So again, we're going to go with the same analogy. Your biceps aren't building. This time it's going to be based on drop sets. So if you're struggling to break through a plateau, drop sets can be another great way of doing it. So for instance, again, you can do dumbbell curls with a 10 kilo dumbbell to failure, and then switch instantly to a 6 kilo dumbbell and go to failure, and then switch again to a 3 kilo dumbbell and go to failure. So you can do 3 sets of that, take a 2-minute rest in between, and that hopefully is going to create some force, some muscle progression, some mitochondria to get in there, some muscle damage to break through the plateau that you may be in. You can do that for pretty much any exercise. So you can squat with 50 kilo, do as many reps as you can, and then drop it down to 30 kilo, and then drop it down to 20 kilo. It's a great way of breaking through a plateau in your training. So give it a go. Drop sets, fairly easy, fairly simple. Just need 3 weights of lightning degree and just go to failure. And it is going to cause some muscle progression as well. Now, as we know, I'm not much of a talker, and this podcast has only been going for about 7 minutes. We've already gone through the promo. We've already gone through your simple little nutrition tip of the week, and we've now just done your exercise tip. I didn't say this one was going to be a massively long one, but this is something I want to speak to all the golfers out there. If you are playing with grips that you had on your golf clubs from the year dot, it probably means that you need to change them. Now, I'm a big advocate of Golf Pride. Now, Golf Pride grips are absolutely fantastic. They give you many options. And the idea is that if you play at least once a week, so we're going to say about 45 rounds a year, the ideal thing is to change your grips at least once a year to get them re-gripped. If you play 45 rounds more or more a year, and I would probably say you could probably get at least 90 rounds out of a grip. I think if you look after them, you give them a wash regularly, you give them some soap and water to get rid of the grease and stains off your hands and off the dirt, off the ball, etc. Get them off the grips, keep the grips clean. You can probably get at least a couple of years out of your grips. But golf grips also have more than one function. So, talking specifically about the Golf Pride grip here, is that, MCC, everybody's heard of the MCC grip. So, it's the MCC plus 4 grips have a cord in your left hand, and they're built up as if there's extra tape under the right hand, so the grip is quite straight and flat. That's actually helped me grip the golf club better, and it stops me from flipping my hands. They do what is known as a CPX, which came out a couple of years ago. It's a really soft grip, again like a diamond quilted pattern. There's no cord on this one, it's all rubber, but it's their softest grip that they do, so it feels quite nice in the hands and can help you, again, if you have some kind of arthritis, things like that. They do a Z grip, which can be corded or uncorded. I actually use the Z grip on my driver because it's adjustable. The cord that runs through it is very consistent. So that grip can also, be changed as the driver head turns, as the grip turns round. The grip feeling and all the things that line up on it, that Z grip is very consistent with each one that they do. And then they have their bog standard tool velvet and tool velvet wraps, which you've probably seen kind of old school tool velvet wraps. It looks like almost like a tennis racket where the grip is wrapped around the handle. And their tool velvet is just a plain rubber grip that looks very similar to the Z grip, but without the cord in it. And the thing I'm talking about grips today is the fact they have more than one function. Like I say, each one of those grips has a different function, so you can have it all weather with the corded, so it's going to last you through summer and winter. You've got the softer feeling CPX grips, which are, if you struggle with arthritis or things like that, they feel quite soft in the hands. They've got the Align grip as well. The Align grips have there's a flat piece behind the back of the grip, so that Align then you can have feel in your fingers, so your hand's in the right place. Grips have a massive thing because they're the only thing you're holding on to. The grip in the hand needs to feel comfortable as well. So if you've got small hands, it doesn't necessarily mean you have a small grip. If you get very flippy, I know on a set of irons I put a set of mid-size grips on. Now I've got very small hands. I'll openly admit that my hands are quite small. But with the mid-size grip, it stopped me from flipping through the ball. It stopped me flipping the right hand through the ball because it took the pressure. I think if a grip is too thin, you tend to strangle and throttle it, and you can't really keep hold of it. And you tend to flick at the golf ball. Whereas with a thicker grip, it felt a little bit more comfortable in my hands. I felt I could release it more naturally, and I wasn't trying to flick at it. This is the reason why Bryson DeChambeau uses big fat grips. So yeah, if you are a golf player and you haven't ever changed your grips on your golf clubs, you probably need to. But I would recommend changing your grips at least every 2 years. Purely, or if you look after them and you only play, once a month, twice a month, whatever, then you can definitely make a big difference. And that, ladies and gents, is pretty much it. It's a short and sharp podcast this week. I haven't really got a lot to say. Like I say, if you're struggling to break through building muscle, breaking through a plateau, then try the drop sets to failure. Whatever you're struggling with, whether it be your legs, your arms, back, shoulders, try the drop sets. That hopefully will create some reaction in the muscles, and you'll be able to build some muscle and just force a reaction from your body to change. Cutting calories, lowering your fat intake is always a good thing, and if you can pick leaner meat, especially if you eat a lot of lasagna or a lot of mince, there are plenty of options out there in terms of either turkey mince, 20%, 15%. I've seen as low as 5% mince meat out there, so you can definitely get that and cut your calories that way. Promo PT10, get in touch, email, in person, on the phone. 10 sessions for £150. I've already had 3 people sign up to that, saving you 25% over the course of a 90-day period. So that's pretty much it for the show. Thank you for listening. Very short and sharp one, less than 15 minutes this week. We've flown through that, haven't we? I hope you all have a good week. I hope you find something in this podcast useful to you in the future, or right at this very minute if you're stuck in any way. I will leave some links to the golf tip and some links to the website in the podcast description below. Have a great week, enjoy yourselves, and I hope we can help you become the best version of yourselves. Thank you very much. Bye bye.